He's next in line for the blessing. Get your mind off mine. Hustle something and stop relying on mine. More than a legend while you letting time fly by. At age 17, addicted to ink. A rap fiend who had money dreams. My taste of fame couldn't compare to what I seen. Government lying, hard for that paper cheese. Mom's crying, watching her only son through TV, MTV, BT. He on now, write me down. No longer fighting through the crowd. I control the crowd. Oh, you like me now? Wow.
Historic Lambeau Field will play host to the great matchup between Houston and Green Bay. And now we'll go to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for the opening kickoff. Tom?
It looks like it'll be mild and cloudy for the game. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth getting set for the call. Chris, what are your thoughts on this one?
I think the thing is you have to have good quarterback play, because if you have that, you can withstand a lot of adversity. The team with that definitely has an advantage here.
And this kick will get the game started. From the 8-yard line. And he's drilled. What a hit. I'm sure they'd like to come away with some points as they take the field for the first time. They line up at the 37. They line up in an I. They hand it off. Gets out to around the 48. This running back just showed off some nice ability there.
Yeah, the offensive line did their job. They created enough of a seam to get him up into the secondary, and then he was able to explode from there.
The halfback with the carry. To the 20. To the 10. They'll score. Touchdown. Great time to go to the ground, and they scored pretty easily.
Yeah, the running back's always going to get the credit for the touchdown, but those guys up front were simply overpowering on that play. That back just got in behind them, and voila, touchdown.
Lining up for the point after. The kick is up. Extra point is good. Green Bay is up a touchdown. It's a line drive kick. Jones fields it at the 11. And he gets brought down hard. Being down a touchdown before you even walk onto the field is never the best position to be in on offense.
Big drive now for the offense. The last thing in the world you can afford to have happen now is a 3-and-out. You've already given up a touchdown, a 3-and-out here, and you're in trouble.
Daniels takes off in motion. Shaw back to throw. He throws left. He's dropped in the open field. Good read of the defense on that pass play.
Yeah, and throws like that really settle a quarterback down. It's all about getting into the flow of a game, and you can see he's getting comfortable now.
They line up in the I formation. Shaw sends a man in motion. Back to throw. Short pass to his left. Looks like he had it, but it's knocked loose. Looked like a sure reception, but he couldn't hang on to it.
Well, that's just such a big part of the game. You know these receivers are going to be in position to make a catch. You can either try and knock it down or knock them out.
Looks to pass. Looking for an open man. He makes another catch. He's dropped at the 45. Good pickup by the receiver.
And we've always talked about this receiver's big play ability. He may not be the fastest guy in the league, but you can tell he wants the ball in his hands in big situations.
On play action, makes the catch. He's brought down at the 40. Nice little pitch and catch with the wideout.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Up the middle. He's dropped for a loss. It looked as if the offensive line just collapsed on that play.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat him off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence, and if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
He throws right. He's tackled at the 35. Green picks up about 5 yards with the catch. So that'll make it 3rd down. 3rd down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Houston is going with the offset eye backfield. Looking to throw. Short throw to the right. No, he drops it. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
The punter's going to try to pin them deep in their own territory with a good punt here. Kicks it away, and he must have missed that one. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 13-yard line. You have to like it when your punter can pin the ball inside the 20 like that.
Now, this has got to be one of the tougher punts to make here. It's so easy to get a little too much on the kick, sending it into the end zone for a touchback. He did a great job hitting it just right on that one.
He drops it. Jones was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete.
Trust your guys to execute out there. You put in the time at practice. Now it's your chance to watch it work in a game situation.
They line up in a one-back set. Tosses it out. At the 40, he's down the sideline. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. They'll finally get him to the ground at the 1. The running back has gone over 100 yards on the day.
When your offensive line is opening up massive holes like this, the sky is really the limit. This is a group up front that has really come together, and they are dominating the game here.
They're calling an audible. Back to pass. The defense has him surrounded.
It's so tough defensively when the offense comes in that 4 wide receiver set. You get your defense spread all over the field, and there will be running lanes. That time the offense took advantage.
Here's the point after. The kick is up. Point after is good. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. And here's the kick. Jones fields it at the 11. Dropped at the 34-yard line. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive at the 34. First down now and 10 to go. On the ground with a tailback. Brought down at the 34-yard line. And the halfback has nowhere to go. They line up at the 34. One-man backfield. Hands it off. What a brutal hit. He got what he could, and it wasn't much, and so it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 9 coming up. Schaub comes to the line under center. Single back formation this time. Throws a bullet. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. They complete the pass on 3rd and long, but they'll end up short of the marker.
You can see the confidence level of this defense. They know they can make open field tackles, and that's probably one of the great lost arts in the game. The ability to make the tackle in the open field and stop them short of the first down. Good play defensively there.
Their previous 2 trips downfield were a success, and they take the field hoping for a 3rd. Rodgers is under center. 3 wide receivers. Looking to throw. Scans the field. He couldn't hang on to it. The defender was able to get a hand on it.
And really, that came as a result of pretty physical play at the line of scrimmage. They're banging these guys around and not letting them get into their